business news from the Capital Region. This is Washington Business Report with ABC7 national correspondent Rebecca Cooper.
Thanks for joining us for a look at business and finance and how it affects you. Coming up on today's show, our one-on-one with the Donald, now that he's an official presidential candidate and still out promoting his business ventures in the Washington region and beyond. Plus tips from a business leader whose book is climbing the New York Times bestseller list, teaching entrepreneurs how to harness the advantages of ADD. And in our roundtable, what we all can learn from the tech community and the High Court ruling on Obamacare and more. But first, he's loud and proud, and he says that's exactly what our country needs in a president for 2016. But is it bad for business? This week, Donald Trump officially launched his presidential campaign, but didn't quit his day job. So when we talked to him one-on-one, he was eager this week to simultaneously tout his newest PGA course at Trump National in Loudoun County and his blunt views on trade, China, and his competition. Donald Trump, welcome back to Washington Business Report. You are now officially a presidential candidate and a business maven. So what's the purpose of this event today?
Well, we're opening up what will be one of the great golf courses in the world. We're on the Potomac, all frontage, the only one that has major frontage on the Potomac River. The whole course sits on it. And it's incredible. We have a lot of the great players, a lot of the great professionals. They're all here, and we're opening it up today. We have the Senior PGA Championship. We have many, many major tournaments coming, so it's a very exciting day. It's a spectacular course right in Loudoun County.
You're a business leader, and you're very outspoken politically, and now you're a presidential candidate. Any concern that being a presidential candidate could be bad for business?
It could be. I mean, I really don't care. The country's in deep trouble. China's taking our jobs. Japan, Mexico, everybody's taking our jobs. We're like a bunch of dumb people that don't know what we're doing. And look, if people may like my message, they may not. If they don't, that's okay. But I will take this country and make it great again, that I can tell you. This country is really in trouble. We're losing our jobs, we're losing our manufacturing, we're losing everything. And I mean, you see what I've done here. I've taken this place and made it one of the great places anywhere. You look at Doral, you look at so many different things. That's what I do. I make things better. I fix them. I make them great. And we can make America great again, but people have to get out there. They have to work. They need spirit. The country has no spirit. We're dying on the vine.
But I know you, and you like winning in the business world, and you know the business world. Most corporations steer clear of politics because they know that by taking one side, they're going to alienate half of America. As a businessman, does it make business sense to be so outspoken?
Doesn't matter to me if it does, if it doesn't. Look, I love the country first. I give them an opportunity. We have a chance to make the country great again. I know everyone running. It's not going to happen, okay? With the people we're looking at, you're looking at, you look at them every day. It's not going to happen. If they want to do it, if they want this country to be great again, I would love to do it, and I do a great job. I would be the greatest job, and I say it often, the greatest jobs president that God ever created. I would be. But they may not want that. They may not want that message. We have to get the country working again. We have to get it going.
You've got some international properties. Where international are you most interested in going next?
Well, I have many international. We're going to China. We're doing deals in China. We're doing deals.
It's got to be hurting you with the Chinese.
Well, it hurts. You know, you do it. I'm a business person.
You've got to have people on the business side saying to you.
By the way, China loves me. You know, nobody tougher in China than me. They love me. Business Week does a story. What do the Chinese most want? One of the 10 things, anything Trump. In China, they love me. Look, I'm not against China. I'm just angry that our leaders can't keep up with their leaders. Their leaders are much smarter than our leaders, and China's taking advantage of our country.
Does your team in China ever say, Mr. Trump, don't say that?
Absolutely. And you know what I say? Sorry, I'm from the US of A. It's one of those little things. But does it hurt me a little bit? Maybe. But you know, I actually think it might help me also in China because they respect me. They know. I know the richest people in China. They cannot believe what they're getting away with. They cannot really, and they say it to me, they cannot believe how stupid our leaders are. They call them stupid. I don't hold that against the Chinese. I hold it against our leaders.
So you know, a lot of candidates have had to explain why they aren't out of touch with Americans. You openly bragged in your press conference about being rich and as saying it as a good thing. Why?
I don't say it's a good thing. I say this. and I don't get covered properly with that, but that's okay. I've made a tremendous amount of money. I've had tremendous success. That's the kind of a person, that's the kind of a mindset you need heading the country, because our country's going down. We owe $18 trillion, going up rapidly. We have tremendous deficits. We lose with every country we deal with. They need a person like me. Now, maybe they won't want that. That's very possible, which is fine, which is absolutely fine. But they need that kind of, I don't brag about my wealth. I say, I made a lot of money. That's the kind of mindset you need in this country.
So you've got to go. Let's do the quick lightning round on a few things. Other Republican candidate you most admire?
Well, I don't want to get into that. Look, I know them all. Am I better? I can do a better job than all of them. I know them all. Look, politicians are all talk, no action. That's what they are.
Okay, let's take the business candidate, Carly Fiorina. A lot of the political press give her a bad shot for Hewlett-Packard. A lot of the business press say in the end what she did at Hewlett-Packard was the right thing over a course of time. How do you rate Carly Fiorina as a businesswoman?
I think she's a very nice person. I don't know her very well, but she seems like a very nice person. But she did get fired from Hewlett-Packard, and then she lost in a landslide in California when she ran for the Senate against somebody that should have been beaten. So, I don't know anything about her.
You do know Hillary Clinton. You've said you've liked her. You got along with her well when she was New York Senator.
Thank you all so much.
Personally, what do you like best about Hillary
I get along
Clinton?
with everybody. That's what we need. We need somebody that can, but they'll do what I tell them to do. I deal with politicians on both sides all my life. I get along with everybody. You've got to have somebody that can make people, you don't want a president that's going to sign executive orders all the time. You have to get along with people. You have to be able to get people in a room and get deals done. Because our country is in gridlock right now. We don't know what we're doing. We're making horrible deals. The Iran deal is a disaster. It's a disaster. The trade deal is a disaster. We don't know how to make good deals. I mean, Sergeant Bergdahl, 5 for 1. That's the kind of deals we make. We get Bergdahl, they get 5 terrorist leaders who are right now back on the battlefield.
If you were sitting across the table from Hillary Clinton on the set of The Apprentice and you were assessing her ability, how she was doing on the team, how she was doing her job, what would that Donald Trump say to Hillary Clinton in terms of how she's doing her job and how you think, whether or not you think she should stay in the boardroom?
Well, I know what you want me to say, and I'm not going to say it because
no,
it's
I didn't
very
need the
cliche.
But I
look,
want that, yeah.
I would just say she's not doing well, okay? And I don't know that Hillary's getting the nomination. There's a lot of turmoil out there right now. When you look at the crowds and everything else showing up for other people, there's a lot of turmoil out there. So I'm not sure that Hillary's getting the deal.
I don't want the catchphrase, actually. What I want is you do a good job in that boardroom, actually, of telling people what their strengths are and why you think they still have potential. So what are her strengths?
You know what I do? I ask people a simple question. Who would you rather have negotiating with Putin or with Iran or with China? Donald Trump or Hillary? Okay? I think the answer is pretty obvious, but maybe not.
But why? What is it that you think?
Because that's what I do.
But what is
That's
it about
what I
her? You got to give the voters a reason.
She is not going to make our country great again. Very simple. She doesn't have it for that.
But how can she be a good New York senator and then not be?
Who said she's a good New York
You
senator?
said you got
Did you
along
say
with her
that?
great
No.
when she was in the
She
Senate.
is not going to make our country great. Okay? She's not going to make our country great. The world is taking advantage of the United States. What she's going to be is another 4 years of Barack Obama. That's what's going to be.
Donald Trump, last question. What's been your favorite place to campaign so far? Are you an Iowa guy, a New Hampshire
Well,
guy?
I love them both, and we're doing tremendous. A poll just came out in New Hampshire that was fantastic, and we're doing very well. I mean, I don't know. Maybe people don't want my message. Maybe they want to stay mediocre. And if they do, they should put a politician in office, because that's what's going to happen.
Donald Trump, as always, thanks for joining us on Washington Business Report.
Thank you very much.